I love seeing my baby get. I love seeing her pain. I love seeing her crying.
I promise you, I will find you and see that you are arrested, indicted, convicted, and sentenced.
My punishments got pretty bad to the point where I was putting her in hot scalding water and basically just with her, and I really enjoyed it. She was 4 months old. That's when they found her. And I found the perfect 30-year-old man that's gonna rip the fuck out of Charli. I enjoyed watching her get a lot of times. I would actually smile and she would get fucked and I could see the pain in her eyes. She would look at me with so much pain and fear in her eyes, and all I would do is just smile. Did you get the pictures of the girl's body? He goes the shit out of Charli. But I feel like pedophilia is kind of like a sexuality, and I don't feel like you should judge pedophiles.
When you think of the phrase lovely peaches, you may be thinking of a nice, cold, juicy bowl of bright and orange peaches. But sadly, that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're going to be talking about the infamous Lovely Peaches. And for those who have never heard of her, think of Jennifer meets Onision meets Rasputia. So I've seen all the comments that you guys been leaving on my channel asking me to address Lovely Peaches and all the evil things that she's been doing over the past few years. After the recent threats she made against Charli D'Amelio, the disgusting threats she made against her daughter Cora after regaining custody of her, and a bunch of other things, I just couldn't sit any longer watching these things happen without voicing my concern. So with that being said, for today's video, I am bringing you the end of Lovely Peaches. In this video, we're going to be covering all the tea, drama, and just legal things that Lovely Peaches has been doing in the past few months. But just before we get into this, I want to say that I'm still recovering from getting all 4 of my wisdom teeth out. So if I look or sound funny while making this video, well, it's because I'm still in a lot of pain. And if y'all can leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, it truly would mean a lot, because that will allow for this video to perform better in the algorithm, so more and more people can be informed with the disgusting behavior of Lovely Peaches. And then hopefully from there, enough people can watch this video and we can truly put a stop to Lovely Peaches. So, where do I even begin? Brittany Johnson, aka Lovely Peaches. She's a 19-year-old, yes, you heard me, 19-year-old from the United States of America who has gained a large following on social media for doing the absolute worst. This is the woman who justifies pedophilia by saying that it's a sexuality and that it should be accepted in the LGBT community.
But I feel like pedophilia is kind of like a sexuality, and I don't feel like you should judge pedophilia. Y'all are the same people who are always saying every sexuality is okay, but the moment the conversation about a pedophile come up, y'all want to say pedophilia is wrong.
She's also the one who has done extremely inappropriate things with puppies in the bed and allegedly even ended the same one's life. She has also flashed countless of influencers on live streams such as Malu Trevejo, Sky Jackson, and Diego Martir, who are all minors.
What the fuck are you smoking?
And keep in mind that tens of thousands of people watch these live streams with, well, most of them being children. We also can't forget the time where Peaches thought that it would be an amazing idea to enter a restaurant half naked and in front of countless families who are minding their own business, eating dinner with their children. So it's no surprise when I say that there's extreme controversy when it comes to Lovely Peaches. The events that I listed off are only a small fraction of the countless horrors that Peaches has committed. There have been hundreds and hundreds of petitions made with people voicing their concern over Lovely Peaches' behavior and to have her either arrested or get her the psychological help she needs. Okay, so about 2 months ago, there was a convention that took place in Branson, Missouri called Creators Live that a bunch of influencers such as Sebastian Topete, Ethan Thayer, and Mikey Tua attended. And I just gotta say that having both Ethan and Mikey in the same building together it just doesn't sound like a great idea. Anyway, so there were two other influencers in particular who attended this convention. One of them being Diego Martir and the other, the one and only Lovely Peaches. So at this convention, the two of them were on stage and were having an open Q&A. But unfortunately, things got a little too open. And just before I show you this clip, I want you to keep in mind that most of these audience are kids.
Peaches, what's your body count?
Let's see. I lost my virginity at 13. He's 35 years old. So, honestly, I don't know. I have every night. I'm always sucking. I'm always getting it.
That's just absolutely disgusting. For a 19-year-old woman to be talking about these types of things in front of hundreds of children, and then she said she lost her V-card when she was only 13 years old to a guy who was in his 30s, and then proceeds to laugh about it. And the fact that most of the people in this audience are probably 13-year-old girls makes this even worse. Because Peaches is supposed to be an influencer towards these young girls, but she just influenced them down a dark path. So the next thing that I want to cover is the recent threats that Lovely Peaches made against TikTok star Charli D'Amelio. And when I say they're bad, I mean they're really bad. So we all know who Charli D'Amelio is. She's the most popular TikToker with over 80 million followers on the app. And let's keep in mind, she's only 16 years old, and she's the type of girl to almost never get in drama. She's had a few things stir up this year, like the Chase Hudson situation, but she's usually being the one apologized to, and not the other way around. So this whole drama between Charli and Peaches pretty much started in June when Charli was doing an Instagram live and minding her own business, until Peaches joined the live stream and started spamming extremely inappropriate things to get Charli's attention, such as telling her to sleep with fellow TikTok star Noah Beck, who is 19 years old. And let's just say that people were not having it. Lots of Charli's fans started begging for Peaches to stop commenting these nasty things, because not only is it absolutely inappropriate, but Charli is only 16, and most of the 80,000 viewers on the live stream are children themselves. So around this time, Peaches made a video and was claiming that Charli was harassing her and asked her to stop.
This famous Caucasian girl has been just like harassing me nonstop. I'm just tired of Charli's constant bullying, constant harassment. I ask you, Charli D'Amelio, to just please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please.
Which is funny because we saw the countless vulgar, disgusting comments that Peaches was leaving on the stream, and it looks like she was the one harassing Charli and not the other way around. Now let's fast forward to July when things really began to escalate. Even though Charli was minding her own business doing TikTok dances, Peaches was getting so fed up with her, and that's when she started making some nasty threats. And the video that I'm about to show you is what ultimately led to Peaches having her TikTok account permanently banned.
I found the perfect 30-year-old man that's gonna the f out of Charli. He gonna the shit out of Charli. If y'all know where Charli is located, leave her location in the comments below, because I paid this grown-ass man to Charli's pussy.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. In no world could saying something like this ever be taken as a joke. Peaches literally said that she hired a grown-ass man too, and I quote,
Charli's pussy.
"These are serious threats for a 19-year-old woman to be making against a 16-year-old child." And after these threats were made on top of the countless other flat-out sketchy and illegal things that Peaches has done in the past, such as breaking into Malu's house, she officially lost custody of her daughter Cora, who was taken away from her. So the next and final thing that I want to take a look at are the events that took place in July, which ultimately got people such as the Salvation Foundation, Children's Riot, and former federal agent Mark Gillespie involved. So not too long after the Charli D'Amelio situation, Peaches was finally deemed as an unstable parental figure and lost custody of her daughter. However, not too long after, on July 26, Peaches was once again seen with her daughter Cora on an Instagram live. Now how Peaches regained custody of her daughter, despite admitting to pimping her out for her entire life and claiming that she physically, mentally, and sexually abused her whole life, I have no idea. But what I do know is that in that live stream, Peaches kissed her daughter. And normally kissing your 2-year-old daughter on the cheek would be completely fine because it's just showing motherly love. But let's keep in mind that Peaches is a self-proclaimed prostitute who claims that she has STD.
Okay, so I officially just found out that I have 4 I have a parasite in my.
And let's not forget that she's eaten her own on camera. And on top of all this, there's been a pandemic going around since the start of the year. So Peaches being around this child and spreading her nasty saliva all over her, it's just extremely dangerous for Cora's health. Anyway, so around this time, Peaches posted a series of photos onto her Instagram, and they were extremely messed up. Like what she said to Charli was messed up, but the fact that Cora is in her vicinity while she's making these posts that I'm about to show you, it's extremely messed up. She posted photos onto her Instagram that said things like, "Can't wait to get my baby alone tonight. Devil emoji, knife emoji. Can't wait to use this on Cora's pussy." These are real posts that Lovely Peaches made onto her Instagram account before it was permanently banned. So people were already extremely worried about Lovely Peaches' behavior towards Cora and Cora's safety, but after this, the Salvation Foundation and Children's Riot confirmed that she no longer has custody of Cora. So I'm not going to read through the entire post, but if you do want to read them, feel free to pause this part of the video. Also, in addition to this, they stated that the FBI has officially launched an investigation into Brittany Johnson, aka Lovely Peaches.
Hey, I'm Mark Gillespie here with Gillespie Forensics and Investigations. You know, earlier this month I was searching YouTube to get an idea of how videos are produced because I'm about to launch a series called Forensic Fridays, and it's going to feature forensic topics that I think you might be interested in. You know, it was during that research that I came across videos by Lovely Peaches, and what I saw was very disturbing. Her videos actually ignited a fire deep inside of me, and I began taking a look into her life, and what we have learned is alarming. You know, we've been able to track her, and we now understand that she's headed to the West Coast. And I appreciate those who've reached out to us and sent us some useful tips. You know, I've been an investigator all my career, and I've been devoted to seeking justice for people on both sides of the law. Many of the people that commit crimes, they've had troubled past, they've been abused, they've had addictions, they suffer from mental issues. And most have been raised in broken homes where no love or parenting, discipline, or role models are ever present. And you know, I feel Brittany has been affected by some of these issues. Although she needs to be held accountable, she also needs help, and it's my desire to help her redirect her life. So Peaches, let me help you turn your life around. Now for you parents out there, please pay close attention to what your kids are exposed to on social media. You should be concerned by the smut the young kids see every single day right under our noses. Get involved in their lives. Control what they see because their future depends on you. Take a stand and shield them from damaging content. You know, you do have the power to change our world. And finally, I'd like to say thank you to IvanSteff for having me on his YouTube channel and for standing up for what is right. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate you. And finally, I'd like to thank all of you for your time and your interest. And y'all have a blessed day, and let's roll for justice and what is right.
Okay, look, so by making this video, I need you all to understand the difference. I don't want Brittany Johnson canceled. I want Lovely Peaches canceled. I don't want Brittany canceled because what that pretty much is saying is that this human being is trash, living in the dump, and is hopeless. But Brittany is not trash. She's just broken. A broken human being who had an extremely rough childhood, and as a result, her second identity, Lovely Peaches, came into existence. Now, by no means does this excuse her disgusting behavior towards Cora, Charli, Malu, and countless of other people. But just like a broken vase, she can be put back together if she gets the proper psychological help that she needs. And by no means will she ever be normal like you or me, because she's gone through an extreme amount of things throughout her life. But what can happen is that she can become better. So everyone, that's officially gonna do it for this video. I know it was a really dark video, but it was something that I really just felt like I couldn't sit back and, you know, just watch this stuff happen anymore without voicing my concern. And all of my subscribers wanted me to make a video on this, and you know what? I had to. There was no way that I wasn't gonna make this video. I'm usually a satire channel. I like making you guys laugh, smile, but sometimes these types of videos are necessary for me to make because of the audience that I have on my channel. So if y'all can leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already, it truly would mean a lot. I truly hope that through this video, maybe Lovely Peaches can see this and she can, you know, look back on all the things she's done in the past, and hopefully, you know, we can get more and more people talking about this situation and we can get her the help that she needs. So anyways, that's officially gonna do it for this video, and I hope that despite this being a very dark video, that you were both educated and entertained. But anyway guys, until next time, it's been IvanSteff. Peace. I'm tired. I'm so hot. This ring light is like making me on fire. Oh my god.